Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, MCKOOKIE. Got a Monster Hunter video for you guys today. I basically wanted to get the word out about this pretty cool, cheesy, anti-bullshit lance build that I made just to beat Tempered Deviljho. This guy hits like a truck, and he has a hitbox of 3 of them. So basically, if you guys want a build that is like super safe and easy to use, and it's actually kind of fun because it's 30 minutes of poke, 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 stab, 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 block. You can't do anything to me, J-Ho. This is the build for you. Basically, the theme of this video is going to be that you need the guard up skill and a lance. Lance has the best blockage of all the weapons in the game. Guard up lets you block unblockable attacks. So what you want to do is get either 3 Uruguan pieces of armor, so you get the passive ability like I did because I don't have the gem. If you have the gem, definitely use it. I envy you, and you can slot in other stuff like elemental jewels, that kind of stuff. I also have guard level 5 in this video. If you don't have the gem and you're like me, you can actually do 3 Uruguan pieces, and part of those will give you 2 levels to guard, and then the other 3 levels you can get from the charm itself, so that you have guard level 5. The reason why I say use guard level 5 is so that you don't take a lot of chip damage. You actually don't take any chip damage if you have guard level 5, and it fits in pretty nice. I'm also using a Palico sleep weapon, as you can see in the background. This will actually activate like 2 to 3 times a fight, which is huge for getting free DPS on him. When he's down, obviously use mega barrel bombs, take the time to sharpen, take your buffs, all that good stuff. The weakness of this build is the damage, but this is honestly just a, play it super safe, easy, almost guaranteed way of beating arguably, well, who are we kidding, the hardest mission in the game so far. I think it's kind of unanimous that Tempered Joe was a wake-up call to a lot of people who thought this game was too easy, like the veterans. And then it's also a huge slap in the face to people who kind of thought they were good at this game, like me, who are new to Monster Hunter World. This is like the first legitimate monster in the game that actually you have to think ahead about how you're going to beat him. I tried with the Charge Blade because I'm a Charge Blade main, and that didn't go very well. And same with the bow, I was getting wrecked, so I figured I'd try out this lance build. Guard up perk, basically the most important. The reason why is if you're not using the guard up perk, his stomp attack will hit you, and then you'll be pinned, and then he'll follow up with a head smash. Sometimes you'll be able to stop the follow-up attack to that with a flash pod, but it's too 50-50 and it's inconsistent. I like this build because I can just chill underneath him for like 20 minutes and get free damage on him. And as long as you play it safe and you don't over commit to your combos and you block in time, you'll literally be able to block everything with no chip damage. If you do slip up, have the Palico set to healing. The Choral Orchestra is fine too. I just went with healing because there's so many times where I'm at half health or lower because I slipped on a block or something, or it didn't register in time. And the Palico was able to, while I'm guarding, drop a Vigor Wasp on me, so I recommend that. This was a really sloppy video, but I wanted to upload it because it shows that the build is so safe that even when you completely screw up like I did, it is still possible to beat this. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Another thing I want to say, just some general tips for this mission. Use the environment. When you're in Area 6, that poke forest kind of place with the poison cups, definitely spill the poison on the floor, get some free tick damage on him. Make sure you don't poison yourself though. As far as mantles go, I like to use Health Booster and the Rocksteady mantle, but that's really up to you. I don't have it, but I think Affinity Booster would be better, especially if you're using a weapon like the J-Ho Lance, like I am, which has negative affinity. You're probably better using an Affinity Booster there. Like I said, it's a lance build, so any lance is fine. I like the J-Ho one, but since he's kind of a pain in the ass to sharpen your weapon without getting utterly punished for it in the middle of the fight, if you don't have a lot of handicraft, like this build doesn't have any handicraft, if I'm not mistaken. It has protective polish, but it doesn't have handicraft. Like, the only white sharpness I have is from the natural white sharpness that the J-Ho lance gets in general. I honestly think Nergigante is a better lance if you don't have room for handicraft in your thing, because the section of blue is so large. Because you'll see in this video, either I screw up and forget to sharpen after an engagement, or just because we're fighting for so long. I dip into green sharpness and some of my attacks start deflecting, which is something you definitely don't want because it really hurts your DPS. So honestly, I'd kind of say Nergi Gante if you don't have Handicraft. If you do have Handicraft, then go with the Deviljho. The Curran Lance is also good, especially if you have Thunder Jewels. Deck that out with Thunder Jewels, you'll do massive thunder damage to him. He's got a 3-star weakness to Thunder and Dragon. Also, if you're in the area by the waterfall with the frogs, try and fight him there because it's a really nice open space. You can generate a lot of free Paratoads on him for free damage. If you're going to use traps, I would recommend using Shock Trap over Pitfall Trap because he can actually kill you while he's in a Pitfall Trap. He still spits out his Dragon Blight, Dragon Breath attack, which does a shit ton of damage, and then he also flails really bad, so it's kind of hard to hit him. Shock Trap, on the other hand, completely immobilizes him and then sets you up for some really easy, like, vertical hits on his face. Another thing too, if he's not upset, go for regular triangle attacks because you'll get crits on his legs, and then when he's mad, go for the circle attacks because his weak spots change. See right there, I got greedy and I died. This is not a flawless video by any means, but I have gone flawless using this set. And if you play better than I am, especially if you're better than me at the Lance, which is not really saying a lot because I'm not amazing at the Lance, you should be able to beat this with a fairly solid time. Probably shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes, half an hour, and you get a good dose of Streamstones. The drop rate for the hero Streamstones is really good on this event. I've been hearing online, and I can confirm myself, I've done it 4 or 5 times now, and I've gotten a hero Streamstone almost every time. In this video, I actually get a warrior Streamstone for my Charge Blade, which is awesome because I can finally get the second augment for my Diablos Charge Blade, because that one uses warrior. But anyway, back to Deviljho. This guy hits really hard, so don't get greedy with your attacks. He punishes you heavily for it. The only time you can really sheath your weapon if you need to do it is when he's doing the triple head slam attack, because he's kind of locked in that animation and you can easily block the first part of it. So other than that, I would not try and unsheath your weapon at any time to sharpen, use potions, any of that crap. I wouldn't do it. You're better off sitting at half health and waiting for your cat to carry you with a Vigor Wasp bubble over your head than actually trying to heal up, because he can do the tail swipes are so freaking random. And he has like 2 different kinds. The hitbox is ginormous, and there's a lot of times there's no warning for it. Also, when he's in critical health, like ready for capture, do not put a trap down and to capture him unless he's in this area that's on screen. He'll a lot of times try and bait you and go to random areas, like he's weak. He makes you think that you're going to be able to capture him there, but a lot of times as you're putting the trap down, he'll walk away to this spot, which is where he always goes when he's wounded, because I've killed him about 15 times now. 15 times regular. I've only killed the tempered one about 4 or 5 times. He'll always go next to like this giant, where this giant Vigor Wasp is, so don't waste any traps or anything until he's in this area. Also, plan ahead and bring extra trap materials, because I notice sometimes I get screw-ups with the Trank Bombs where he gets immunity to them or something. Like, I don't know what's going on, but sometimes he's been able to take like 3 to 4 Trank Bombs. I think that's me screwing up on my side, but either way, if something weird like that happens for you, be ready to plan ahead and stuff. Since you are playing safe, and you will stay alive for a long time if you're not like going too ham and you're actually blocking all of his attacks, which are actually really easy to block once you have guard up, because you don't have to worry about the stomp attack. Definitely invest in Mega Demon Drug to boost your DPS a little bit. I would definitely do that if I were you. If you have room for DPS slots, I would go for Attack Boost, Weakness Exploit, that kind of thing. Weakness Exploit is a must, even if you need to use your Gallant Armor and do that. Definitely make sure you have Weakness Exploit level 3. The Gallant Armor, it's not bad. Defense-wise, it starts off pretty low. I didn't even augment it or anything like that. It's just base, but it's like that guard up perk is so good for staying alive and blocking so much damage. I mean, it does look like you ripped the pants off of Big Daddy from BioShock, but that perk alone makes Deviljho beatable. And if you're like me and you have trouble beating him, because I literally could not beat him to save my life, and he's the kind of monster where if you try an SOS, it's like 50-50 coin toss that your teammates are probably going to die in 2 seconds. definitely try this build. If all you care about is getting stream stones and you don't mind playing it a little safe and taking a little longer to kill a monster, here's all the perks in my armor. Definitely try this build out. Let me know in the comments section if you tried it out, if it helped you at all. Also, let me know some lance builds that you guys like to use, or if you have other builds or sets that you recommend using to beat Tempered Deviljho, because I am open to constantly changing my builds and going about different ways and stuff. I'm new to this game. This is my first Monster Hunter, so like perks and stuff, I'm kind of a semi-noob. So any knowledge you guys got from me, drop it down in the comments. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Basically, guard up, perk, guard level 5, everything else up to you. Weakness exploit level 3. Right here we got the warrior streamstone. But yeah, be patient, play it safe, and it's easy streamstones for you guys. This one took 40 minutes because I screwed up really bad, but you can easily get times in the mid 20 minutes, probably 35 minutes max, 30 minutes tops. Anyway, good luck guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Like and sub for more. Later.